That was me in June 2024, fresh from buying a size large cycling jersey. The jersey is a bit snug, but let's be honest, no size could hide this belly. Look at it. Even after sucking it in, it's still there. How did I get here? My food choices have always been healthy, but I ate too much. I could finish this whole jar of peanut butter in less than 2 weeks. I'm not blaming peanut butter for this situation, but it's one of those calorie-dense foods I consumed in large amounts. Before the pandemic, I used to cycle to work, 30 minutes each way. So that was a total of 5 hours for the week. And then at the weekend, I would cycle, go for my long rides, like 3, 4, 5 hours. I was much fitter and I weighed 8 kilograms less than I do now. I've always been aware that I needed to shed some weight, but this became more apparent when I put this jersey on. Just losing the belly will be fine, but with the way my body is built, losing the belly without getting any muscle, I might just become a skinny person. Who wants that? Before setting my goals and making a plan, I needed to establish a baseline. So I went to my local leisure center to use their BodyTrack's body scanner. It measures various body metrics which indicate overall health. I figured this would be more reliable than just buying a random smart scale from Amazon. The measurements I focused on were body weight and body fat. The machine can also calculate the body's metabolic age, so I added that to my list of interests. Here are my results, and I felt embarrassed, to be honest. My weight was 96.9 kilograms, too close to 100 kilograms. Body fat was 25.9%, and the most embarrassing metric, my metabolic age was 54. I am 47 years old.
Damn! I'm sorry. Because it was a thought. No, seriously.
I decided to scan myself every Sunday morning after a swimming session. Even with my doubts about the scanner's accuracy, I figured it would be useful for tracking my progress consistently. My short-term goal was to lose 3 kilograms as quickly as possible. Why? I didn't want to be so close to 100 kilograms. My long-term goal was to reach 83 kilograms, a loss of 14 kilograms in about 6 to 8 months. I just wanted to look good in this cycling jersey. To reach my goals, I focused on improving my nutrition by boosting my protein intake, a task harder than I expected. I also started strength training, nothing too complicated. Using ChatGPT again, I created a full body workout plan based on the mega equipment I've got and committed to doing it 3 times a week. My ass hurts. Yeah, my muscles are aching. Yeah. That's what happens when you don't do strength training. After a week, I scanned myself. I'd lost over a kilo in weight. My metabolic age dropped to 48, and my body fat was down nearly 2%. I am pretty staggered by the results from that body scan. The age difference, 6 years in a week. I don't know, it's suspect, but never mind my doubts about the scanner's accuracy. I'll happily take these results. What I'm doing is not difficult. That's a sad thing about it, you know, like it's not difficult. Eating properly, it's just not difficult. I love cycling. I've been enjoying the weight training. So let's see what the coming week brings. Feeling motivated, I kept going. I committed to making this video to showcase my progress after 3 months and hopefully inspire someone in a similar situation. This wasn't going to be a story of failure, no way. I kept cycling as usual, but for variety, I decided to join the local park run. Why? It's the fastest that I've done. It's about 35 minutes. For someone who doesn't run very often, that's quite good. I used to avoid running because it's hard and I didn't want knee pain. I don't have the endurance for running, so I walk. I even played tennis for the first time in my life. Although haters will watch this and say I wasn't playing tennis. While physical activity doesn't always lead to massive weight loss, it brings huge benefits to both physical and mental health. I couldn't do more scans in June due to reasons, but that was okay. I was confident I would see huge improvements when I finally did. By the end of June, I had lost 4 kilograms according to my home scales. Look at this mouth already. Fucking hell. Trying to mix it up, but running is hard. I was focused on my plan. But life doesn't care about my plans.
Lift this leg straight up into the air for me.
I can't do that, man. Okay. I'll try. Let me try.
This way, take your time.
Oh my God, it feels so heavy.
Feels heavy, yeah?
Yeah.
What did you do for work? When it's down here.
You slow.
A lot worse, yeah?
Oh.
Painful, yeah?
Yeah, it's painful.
Lift your leg up.
Wait. Sorry.
Hey, no, you're good. Alright. Perfect. So, you've just strained your quad even more than you did before, okay? So
8 weeks later, I'm still using crutches. Okay, so this is how I'm spending my days in that reclining chair. This part of my leg here, or my left leg, from the back of the knee down to the ankle, it's quite sensitive to touch. There's a burning sensation from down here all the way down to my ankle, and it's getting lower. Usually around the ankle I get like pins and needles. I've been stuck at home except for times when I have to attend medical appointments.
2 a.m. in the car playing our favorite song. Turn it up, windows down, we sing along. The summer night.
There are other aspects of the injury which I might discuss another time. The severe pain and strong medication made it difficult for me to do summer activities with my wife, who has been tirelessly looking after me.
5 a.m. starts.
During this time, I've made 2 best friends. Cheap donuts and white chocolate ice cream from Lidl. Yeah, 49p each. 49p ice cream.
Oh, thinking of you. Are they actual flowers?
The actual flowers.
Okay.
With my weight loss progress interrupted, my focus is currently on recovering from the injury. I've started to feel better and have been going through physiotherapy to strengthen my quad muscle. The exercises look simple, but that's part of the process. I plan to get back on track with my weight loss by focusing on my diet, right after I finish my current stash of ice cream. Back in June, the plan was to make a video on how to lose belly fat, but then you know how life goes. Although the idea was driven by vanity, the ultimate goal was for me to design my life as a 47-year-old so that at an older age I'll be fit and strong. 47, in 20 years time I'll be 67. As for this setback, it is an inconvenience, but it's not the worst thing to ever happen to me, I should say. It's just an obstacle in my path to a healthier version of me. Because often during bad moments, we feel like this is the worst thing that can ever happen. But when you look back in your past life, you realize that you've overcome bigger obstacles. So here is to setbacks. They are just a setup for comebacks. Oh my God. I'm sure someone has said that already.